by Councilman Gilbert, and a prayer, should he please.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You moved the agenda? Okay, great. Thank you, Councilman. There is no special presentation tonight, so now we'll move on to the order of business for your city council. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes? Great, it's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Now we'll move on to ordinances on final reading. Madam Clerk, please start with 5A.
An ordinance closing and abandoning a sewer easement located in the 5800 block of Highway 153 as detailed on the attached map, subject to certain conditions.
Councilman Smith, followed by Vice Chairman Henderson. It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposes nay. Motion carried. 5B.
An ordinance closing and abandoning a sewer easement located at 713 Hamilton Avenue as detailed on the attached map, subject to certain conditions.
Yeah. Vice Chairman Henderson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In Councilman Mitchell's absence, I'll move for approval.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposes nay. Motion carries. 5C.
An ordinance closing and abandoning a sewer easement located in the 1200 block of East 13th Street as detailed on the attached map.
Councilwoman Burrs. It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposes nay. Motion carries. 5D.
An ordinance closing and abandoning a sewer easement located in the 2200 block of Fagan Street as detailed on the attached map, subject to certain conditions.
Councilwoman Burrs. Okay. I should wait till you punch your thing the next time, okay? All in favor by the sign of aye? Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Okay, now we will move on to ordinances on first reading. 6A, please.
An ordinance amending Chattanooga City Code, Part 2, Chapter 11, Article 20, short-term vacation rental certificate in connection with an annual review.
Vice Chairman Henderson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. After the discussion that we had at 3 o'clock, I think maybe we need just a little bit more time to discuss a couple of items. I've moved that we defer this 1 week to December the 10th.
Okay, it's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposes nay. Motion carries. Item deferred till December the 10th. Okay. 6B, please.
An ordinance to amend Chattanooga City Code, Part 2, Chapter 38, zoning ordinance, so as to lift condition D, walkway between Alley and Tucker Street, and work with the Transportation Department on planned connection of ordinance number 13367, or previous case number 2018-150, more particularly described herein.
Vice Chairman Henderson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At our 3 o'clock, we moved to place an alternate version on our agenda. Madam Chair, have you got that in front of you, the language of the alternate version?
Yes.
If you don't mind reading that, and I'm going to move for the alternate version.
An ordinance to amend Chattanooga City Code, Part 2, Chapter 38, zoning ordinance, so as to lift condition walkway and replace with applicant will work with the City of Chattanooga Department of Transportation to help develop a pedestrian transportation route between East Manning and Oliver Street on Tucker Street of ordinance number 13367, or previous case number 2018-150, more particularly described herein.
Thank you. I move alternate version.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposes nay. Motion carries. Now we'll move on to resolutions. Madam Clerk, please start with 7A.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a quitclaim deed to David S. Adams for the conveyance of road rights of way previously abandoned by ordinance number 9220 on August 22nd, 1989, and required to resolve title issues due to the inadvertent omission of the former rights of way in the deed's legal description.
We have Councilman Ledford, followed by Vice Chairman Henderson.
Thank you, Chairman. This is in your district with no opposition from you. I move to approve.
Okay, it's been moved and properly seconded. Thank you, gentlemen. All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposers, nay. Motion carries. 7B.
A resolution approving an economic impact plan for the East Chattanooga Rising Tax Increment Financing Development Area.
We have Councilwoman Burrs, followed by Councilwoman Coonrod. It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposers, nay. Motion carries. 7C.
A resolution authorizing the exception of the city of Chattanooga from certain procedures of the application process for tax increment financing when the city of Chattanooga initiates a TIF application, because the city of Chattanooga is the applicant for tax increment financing related to the redevelopment of the former Harriet Tubman site, also known as the East Chattanooga Rising TIF application.
Councilwoman Burrs.
Move approval.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposers, nay. Motion carries. 7D.
A resolution authorizing the mayor or his designee to enter into an agreement for the private sale and transfer of 15 properties offered through the City of Chattanooga Affordable Housing Initiative, AHI, for the production and preservation of affordable housing units for a combined bid amount of $13,455.
We have Councilwoman Coonrod, followed by Councilwoman Burrs. It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposers, nay. Motion carries. 7E.
A resolution authorizing a spend limit increase for the existing contract with Carosoft Technology Corporation to provide Acela software licensing and support for a total increase of $20,281.32 for each contract year beginning May 24, 2019 through May 23, 2020, for a total contract amount of $225,000.
Council, what is your pleasure? It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposers, nay. Motion carries. Item 7F.
A resolution authorizing the Chief Information Officer to amend the city's existing blanket agreement with Central Square Technologies, allowing for consolidation of multiple items under a single agreement, mirroring the acquisition and consolidation of multiple firms by Central Square, increasing the annual spend limit from $80,000 to $250,000, with expenditures not to exceed $750,000.
Council? It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposers, nay. Motion carries. 7G.
A resolution authorizing the chief of the Chattanooga Police Department to enter into an agreement with Foster and Freeman USA, Inc. to provide a Recover LFT latent fingerprint technology basic laboratory system for equipment site installation and training costs inclusive of travel and shipping, for a total amount not to exceed $66,600.
Councilwoman Burrs, followed by Councilman Ledford.
Move approval.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposers, nay. Motion carries. 7H.
A resolution to approve change order number 1 for Integrated Properties LLC of Chattanooga, Tennessee, relative to contract number R19006-201, multiple ball field and facility improvements for an increased amount of $30,143 to provide a contingency amount of $20,000 for a revised contract amount of $191,048.04.
Vice Chairman Ledford, followed by Councilwoman Burrs. Vice Chairman Henderson.
Move approval.
Okay. Any questions? Yeah, all in favor by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. 7I.
A resolution authorizing the administrator for the Department of Public Works to enter into an agreement with Artec Design Group, Inc. for professional design services for contract number C17017-101 Wood Recycling Center Facility for the contract amount of $84,715.
Councilwoman Burrs, followed by Councilman Gilbert. Burrs.
Okay, so
You
I
clicked
didn't
again.
punch right.
You didn't hit the button?
And I did not, sir, and this is Councilman Gilbert's. Well, it's not your district.
No,
Oh.
it's Anthony's, actually.
Oh, all right, fine, move approval.
Okay? So you pushed the button and didn't even realize what you
No,
were
sir, I
doing?
haven't touched it.
We gotta,
So
we're gonna
what are
do,
you
we're gonna put a thing on your button. Okay, Councilman Gilbert, you seconded? Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, it's been moving properly seconded. Yeah, I had the 8 added on earlier today. Thank you, Councilman. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. That was enthusiastic. 7J.
A resolution to approve change order number 1 for Clean Coat Construction of Tennessee, Inc., relative to contract number S15016-201, East Lake Park Water Quality Improvement Project for an increased amount of $307,620.98, plus a new contingency amount of $110,594.34 for a revised contract amount of $2,329,774.18.
Vice Chairman Henderson.
Mr. Chairman, this is in your district with no objection from you. I move for approval.
None whatsoever. Okay, it's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. 7K.
A resolution to approve change order number 1 for Williams Restoration and Waterproofing, Inc. of Laverne, Tennessee, relating to contract number E18017-201, City Hall and City Council buildings exterior refurbishments for an increased amount of $53,950, plus a contingency amount of $5,000 for a revised contract amount of $354,700.
Councilman Gilbert. It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next one, please, Madam Clerk.
A resolution to approve change order number 1 for CD Technical Services relative to contract number R15021-101, various parks, ADA compliance for additional professional services in the amount of $24,400 for a revised contract amount of $181,400.
Council, what is your pleasure? Move approval. It's been moved and properly seconded. Any question? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. M, please.
A resolution authorizing the third of 5 payments to Hamilton County GIS relative to GIS addressing for fiscal year 2020 with future compensation to be negotiated on an annual basis as noted in the City County Addressing MOU dated May 19, 2006 for an amount not to exceed $68,100.
Vice Chairman Henderson.
Move approval.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item N, please.
A resolution authorizing the administrator for the Department of Transportation to enter into an agreement with Wilson Construction Group, LLC, relative to contract number T17011-201 for construction services associated with Shaliford Bonnie Way Sidewalk in the amount of $705,222.70 with a contingency amount of $70,522.27 for a total amount of $775,744.97.
Councilman Gilbert. It's been moved and properly seconded. Any questions? All in favor by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. That concludes this portion of our city council meeting. Now we will move on to purchasing.
Good evening, Council. We have a few items for purchasing for your consideration. First being from the Department of Public Works. We have a new blanket contract. I'm sorry, I'm out of order here. This one is from Public Works. This is a purchase of a generator replacement. It's from the Waste Resource Division, being awarded to NAPCO Electric Company Incorporated for a total cost of $68,200. The next item is from Traffic Operations, a new blanket contract, Grid Smart Product Repair, being awarded to Grid Smart Technologies for a total estimated annual amount of $82,000. Next, from the Department of Public Works, from Facilities Management Division, a new blanket contract, custodial services at the Well Advantage Health and Wellness Center, being awarded to Cleaning Solutions LLC for a total estimated annual amount of $50,000. Also from the Department of Public Works, from Facility Management Division, 2 new blanket contracts for swimming pool chemicals, one being to Daicho Company and the other C&C Oxygen Company for a total estimated annual amount of $30,000. From the Citywide Services Division of Public Works, a blanket contract renewal, grinding of wood, brush, leaf material services being awarded to Udawa Cleaning and Grinding for a total estimated annual amount of $360,000. And last, from the Department of Public Works, from the Parks Division, 2 blanket contract renewals for bulk mulch being awarded to Shepherd's Mulch and to Extreme Green Lawn and Landscaping for a total estimated annual amount of $75,000.
Councilman Gilbert.
Yes, Chair, thank you. I'd like to, excuse me. There's 2 items on here. I'd like to pull one item, and I also want to vote on one item separately. The one I'd like to pull is the R189947. And the reason is because we have some good workers here that does a good job. And it seems like every time you turn around, we contract things out. And this right here, we should be able to find people to do the job. Anytime when you have, say, 10 people and all of a sudden you go from 10 to 8 to 8 to 5 or less, and you still covering the same square footage of buildings, you can't do a complete job. Just impossible. Because most of the time when people make bids on buildings, they go by the square footage per person. And by us trying to go out and outsource this, I think it's wrong. I think we have good people here. I feel like we can hire someone to actually do this job. And I just want to say again, take this off because I believe we can do this. The other one, which is PO 546737, I had a problem with this contract when it first came up 2 years ago. When it came up, they were saying that this company can do the work, do it good, do it better than what we was doing, and I disagree with that. At that time, I said, well, the equipment that I seen that they had, they can't do the job, do it properly. And I still think that. But then I said also 2 years ago that the wood chipper that we had, they're going to buy that wood chip eventually. And what happened? Another year roll around, they purchased it. So the theory of they didn't have the proper equipment, they probably didn't to do the job. So they bought the one we had that we refurbished. I just have a burning part of me just saying I cannot vote on that at all because to me, we keep contracting again things out that we can actually do the job. They say we're saving money, but I haven't really seen it that much. So I like to pull the other one and vote on this one separately.
Okay, so you're gonna vote on, PO 546737. You want that voted on separately?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's first address the one you wants to pull. Got that in the form of a motion?
Yes, sir, it's a form of motion.
Okay. Is there a second? Wait a minute. Excuse me?
What amount of time are we pulling it
Oh,
for?
Well, I would like to see if we can hire our own people to do the job. Because I think some of them open, ma'am,
You want us to repost and go through another hiring process?
no, I'd rather us repost it for in-house, for as far as trying to get the bid, not the bid, but get the hiring employee. That's what I'm looking for, a hiring employee to do the job.
Okay, it's a crew worker one position, sir.
Okay. Can we make sure that we don't just say crew worker one, make sure it's custodian or whatever it may be, so people can start seeing in the newspaper what it is? Because I think we got a lot of good benefits, and most custodians, companies don't give benefits, they don't have medical, so we should be able to attract some people, especially, hopefully, we'll see how much money we're paying them based off what we just sent off for a couple of months ago, should be back pretty soon, that we can actually pay more money to individuals that does this type of work. So yes, I'd like to pull it. And to
Okay.
post it as jobs.
okay, we have a motion on the floor. Councilwoman? Oh, you want, okay, you second. Excuse me? Yes.
Thank you, sir. From what I understand, this job is, we are authorized to call it a crew worker one position. So that's the name of the position. That's what y'all authorized us to have as a position. So we would have to, we'd have to change the position, which just takes a little bit of time. I know that sounds crazy, but that's
Well,
just-
but the problem is, you got co-worker one can be anything else. It's not just for custodian work. It's for, say, leaf blowing, cutting
Yes, sir.
grass, not cutting grass, but weed eating.
Yes, sir, I
So
understand.
that's the reason I'm saying, a lot of people, if they know it is custodian work, the spec of the job, then you get more applicants to apply for the job and hire somebody to do the work.
Yes, sir. It just, it takes the time to respec the position. And for us to do that, I mean, we just have to work with HR to do that. So we'll, if we could have some temporary help during that time. I mean, we're talking a couple of weeks, or and then it'll be posted, and that'll be we'll be looking at several months.
Well, let me ask you this question. Who's been doing it for the last year?
And internal work, internal.
Why can't we go back to internal work until we get this solved?
We just don't have enough people.
We're missing more people than we had the
Yes,
last
sir.
6 months ago?
Yes, sir, we have.
For the last 6 months ago?
Yes, sir.
Somebody already left.
Yes, sir.
How many people are you speaking of?
I don't have those numbers in front of me. I'm not sure if Bill knows them off the top of his head, but we can get them for you.
Yeah, give me the numbers, and
Sure.
we got outsourced, so you gonna hire somebody for temporary for outsource, that's fine.
It is a medical facility, sir, and that is a concern of ours. We need
So you-
correct
So you're saying
cleaning
the
at a
people
medical
that,
facility.
the people that we're hiring on this bid have specialized in medical
Yes, sir.
for cleaning?
That's what I understand. Yes, sir.
I've been in the field for a long time, and
Yes, sir. I know you have.
that don't wash when it comes to cleaning up of rooms.
Okay.
You use the same, only difference is you use a different chemical. You use sanitizing chemicals versus just regular wash chemical in water. So we can actually get somebody from outsource to do some of the same thing and clean doing the same thing some other companies can do.
Okay. So this is delayed until a certain date. I guess you're going to give us a date.
Well, you said that you got to redo posting and that. Give me a time with how long it's going to take so we can set this on this.
don't know. Let me see if you'll hold a second. If you'll give me just a moment. From what I understand, we would be able to, HR would be able to help us do that pretty quickly. And we would post it probably within a week or two, week to 10 days, and then the posting would be up for, 5 to 10 days, and minimum of 5 days. And so we're definitely into January at that point, but we'll.
So we're looking at 2 months, in other words. So the 1st of February could
Yes,
be
sir.
we'll keep the 1st of February, he come back to us and ask us, tell us that we got somebody hired or not have somebody hired.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thanks.
Okay, Councilman Kumar, did you have something else you want to add before we?
I was just gonna add that I'll be putting it out on social media, because I got plenty of people in my district that's looking for a job, looking for a part-time job. And since we've been big on talking about upward mobility and giving people opportunity, I think it's great that you all are allowing it to stay in-house. Thank you.
Vice Chairman Henderson?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And this might be a great move, Councilman, but I really hesitate on voting on things that, I'm literally just hearing, and I think we get these about a week ahead of time. I'd appreciate a little bit more notice, at least maybe a 3 o'clock notice if we're going to vote on pulling it. But anyway, I can't support pulling it at this time, is what I'm saying. Thank you.
Okay. We have a motion on the floor and a second to pull item number R189947. If there's no other questions, all in favor by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay.
No.
Okay, got one no. Okay. Okay, that motion carries. That item is pulled. Now, Councilman, you had something related to item PO 546737. Okay. And that's in the form of a motion. Is there a second? Okay, it's been moved and properly second. If there's no other questions, all in favor by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay.
No.
Okay, one no. Motion carries. Now, for the rest of the items under purchase. Okay. Okay, it's been moved and properly seconded for all the items, all the rest of the items on the purchasing document. If there's no other questions, all in favor with the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposes, nay. Motion carries, Madam Clerk. Okay, that concludes items under purchasing. What? Well, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Gonna make a motion. On which item? Wait a minute, 6.
We voted on that.
Oh, the very bottom. Let me see, PO, let me see, the last one on the list is PO 552150 and PO 552151. Seven, five, six. I don't see that on mine.
Councilman Gilbert, what was the number in which you wanted to look at
The
pulling?
wood, talking about the wood chippers.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Councilman. You
The
have
grinding was, I was just wanting to separate it from from the other bids, to vote on it separately. But the one is R189947, I want to pull that one, which is the cleaning of the wellness centers.
Okay, well, we've already addressed that one.
Okay,
Okay.
well, have we did the other one, or is the,
Yeah, the
Vote
one
it
that you
separately?
wanted a separate vote on?
okay,
Yeah, that's been taken care of also.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's taken care of, Councilman Gilbert. You did.
We don't think it was actually voted on, it was voted to move it separately.
Okay, okay, then let's make a motion to. So we had to pull it and then. Right. So we voted, okay, make a motion. Wait a minute, we, oh, yeah, yeah, yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought we did. Yeah, we voted on it already. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, okay, make the motion. Oh, you said you want the, okay, you want the, oh, okay. Okay. So, and you seconded, okay, all in favor, sign of aye. Okay, let's do a roll call. Let's start with Councilwoman Burris. Okay, I don't. Yeah, there was two items. We pulled one. That was item R189947. That's. One we pulled. Right. All right, and that was about the cleaning. Yes. All right. One we separated out. Right. I would like that red. Okay. It's, okay, the one that you separated was, once again, PO 546737. And what is that about? Okay. Could you please?
It's a blanket contract renewal
Oh, yeah.
for grinding of wood, brush,
Yeah.
and leaf material services.
Mm-hmm.
And the vote is, the motion is to deny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I had it wrote.
Coonrod,
Okay.
Gilbert. Anderson. Ledford. Smith. Oglesby.
No.
That's 5 no.
Okay. Motion carries with 5 no.
No, it failed.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Chair, I'm going to move that we approve this contract for the wood grinding.
Okay, it's been moved and properly seconded to approve the item. So we'll do another roll call. We'll start this time with Councilman Smith.
Smith. Yes. Ledford. Anderson.
Yes.
Gilbert. No. Coonrod. Burrs. Yes. Oglesby.
Yes.
Okay, that's 5 yes.
Okay. Motion carries with approval. Okay, does that conclude it? All our business? Okay, we got it now. Okay,
Thank you,
that was
Council.
eventful purchasing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Okay, now, let's move on to other business of this council. Is there anybody that would like to share any other business of this council?
Yes, sir. Just announcing that there has been a settlement with the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga for the payment of outstanding stormwater fees at this point in time. That payment sum is $531,096.16.
with an agreement that if there are any deficiencies in the future through March of 2022, that the university will make timely payments at that point in time on any interest that we are forgiving.
Okay. And that's just for information?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, because we have talked about this over the past couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there any questions related to the item of this council? Great. Is there any other business this council would like to share this evening? Vice Chairman Henderson? Any other? Okay. Well, I will. This coming Saturday, December the 7th, Main Times 24 will be happening over on Main Street, Market Street, over on the south side area. This is the 6th year of event, and it's a great event that highlights all the great things that's happening down on Main Street area. And there's parade, there's great food, there's great entertainment. And I encourage everybody, should you have a few minutes, to stop by. It is a 24-hour festival, and it's really a great event. So if you got a few minutes, stop on down, get some good food, hear some good entertainment, and enjoy a great weekend. Yeah, it was the alternate version.
It was approved.
It was approved with the alternate version. Okay, Councilman Coonrod.
Thank you. Just want to announce and invite everybody out to District 9 Resource Fair. It's going to be December the 5th at the Park Ridge Medical Center from 10 until noon. So we partner with Hamilton County Commissioner Catherine Jeter to bring the resources of the city and the county to the community. We're meeting people where they are, and we're going to do it like we're going to Lake Winnie. We're going to fill up our cars, and those that bring a car full to the resource fair, you're going to be entered into an opportunity to win $100. And then we're also going to fill our pantries that's around District 9 as well with, canned goods. So those that bring 10 or more canned goods, you'll be entered into a chance to win $50. Make sure that you share this with your family and friends, because we want to make sure that people are utilizing the services that we have to offer to make sure that you and your family are thriving and a part of mobility.
Okay. Anything else, Councilwoman?
And
That's it?
and that'll be in the diagnostic portion of Park Ridge.
Okay, great. Okay, is there any other business? If not, let's go through committee reports. Councilwoman Burrs. Councilwoman Coonrod.
Thank you, Chair. So we're going to have a YFD committee report next week. And also, if you are interested in serving on the board, we have some board openings for the YFD. So if you live in districts 2, 5, and 8, I'd love for you to contact your representative in that district so you could be a part of serving on an awesome board.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Gilbert. I'm Councilman Gilbert. Okay, Vice Chairman Henderson.
No report.
I'll leave that alone. Councilman Ledford.
Thank you, Chairman. Planning and Zoning Committee did meet today where we covered all items on our agenda.
Councilman Smith. Thank you very much. Okay, that concludes committee report. Tonight, we will have recognitions of person wishing to address the council. This is actually the first night of our new rules. So, Mr. City Attorney, would you please read the rules?
Yes, sir. Y'all, by resolution, adopted these new rules. I believe it was on October the 25th to go into effect this evening. The changes were to the public comment section as follows. At the end of each business meeting, the chair can recognize members of the public who wish to address the council. These procedural rules will apply. Each speaker wishing to address the council can only be recognized up front at the microphone. No person can have more than 3 minutes to speak. The speaker may address the council only upon matters within the legislative or quasi-judicial authority. The speaker may not address the council on matters which are not under the authority of the council and which are regulated by other governmental bodies or agencies. The speaker shall not be permitted to use any vulgar or obscene language nor use the floor to personally attack or personally denigrate others. The speaker should address the council as a whole and not make comments directed towards individual council members. And persons wishing to address the council may only do so once during a council day, either at the agenda session or at a committee meeting or at the council business meeting. and the chair is not allowed to permit disorderly conduct or disrupting a public meeting, which is prohibited by Tennessee law. And a person commits an offense if the person substantially obstructs or interferes with the meeting by physical action or verbal utterance with the intent to prevent or disrupt a lawful meeting or gathering. And those are your rules.
Thank you very much, Mr. City Attorney. Is there anybody that would like to address the council this evening?
Marie Mott, Oak Grove. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess to favor freedom and yet depreciate agitation are men who want crops without plowing the ground. They want rain without thunder and lightning. They want ocean without awful roar of its many waters. The struggle may be a moral one, it may be a physical one. It also may be both. Power concedes nothing without demand. It never has, and it never will. Frederick Douglass. I'm just here because this is a pretty auspicious night, considering it was a year ago that I came here with a peaceful sit-in with the community to see about my brother, Charles Turnley Jr. It is also 36 years since the brutal beating and murder of Wadey Suttles in this building, which is now the City Council, which exists because of his daughter that sued this city to even have one. I'm here to check up on my brother Clay Mason, who was murdered in this city. And I did ask the council for support in ensuring that his killers are brought to justice, but he would not let me rest. And he wouldn't let me rest because he said, Marie, I came back home to teach because I love my community. I came back home to teach because I love my people. And we have been left behind, and today was actually the first time I've ever heard the West Side come up in the conversation in quite some time in these chambers. You know, Clay made it over the impossible odds, which often don't even get talked about in this city. He educated himself at Howard High School off of a textbook that his mother had in 1992, that he had in 2002, a 10-year-old textbook. We are forced to make it in impossible standards, in impossible circumstances. And what we ask for when we come to these chambers is for legitimate investment into our communities. So not only do I expect a full follow-up from the Chattanooga Police Department that has been silent on this issue, but I also expect that there be a legitimate investment in District 9 and in District 8, and in particular in our YFD centers, where we do need resources such as healing spaces, such as training skill sets and labor skill sets, and educational advancement. And we shouldn't be arguing about how that happens. We should be ensuring that this is an equitable and fair city for everyone. Because I am Clay Mason, and I represent the finest of a man who made it over impossible standards.
Thank you, Ms. Mott.
Good afternoon. I'm a little nervous. My name is Stacy Smith, and I am a city employee, equipment operator 4. I would like to address the concerns with what's taking place with the brush department knuckle boom operators. A change is coming about. Equipment operator 4s are moving to operators 5s with stipulations. First one would be training on learning how to operate a garbage truck with no certified trainer. With the administration are other employees to train, or have other employees to train other employees on that only been operating the garbage truck a little over a year. And at the same time, the drivers are training to get their daily routes up while training each with, excuse me, I'm nervous with this. At the same time, drivers are trying to get their daily routes up while training, which is an unsafe practice where they are trying to get their daily routes up. This can cause an accident at any given time, and the trainee will be charged for any incident or accident that would occur. This has been a proven fact. An employee was charged an employee was charged while in training for a safety, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. A trainee was charged for, while in training to learn to operate the garbage truck. Safety should be number one, and the administration is aware there is a designated area that could take place at the Wood Recycle Center. There has been another employee, along with myself, been forced to train with other employees during their daily assignment. Administration and HR addressed about putting everything on hold, including training and moving from equipment operator 4 to an equipment operator 5, until they get a safe way of training. But at the same time, the administration at the Paul Clark Building refused to obey the command. This is insubordinate to the whole administration for not owning higher authority, for obeying higher authorities. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Is there anybody that would like to address the council this evening? Well, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm here on the behalf of my son, Charles Tony, that was beaten on this day last year, 2018, by the police department, Chattanooga Police Department. And I'm just asking for just a little help. My son didn't deserve that. And I'm just asking for somebody to do something about this, because it's just been a nightmare for me and my family. And I need you all. Please. I need y'all. I need you all's help. I'm begging, I'm asking. Please, please, help me. I done been through. It's just a nightmare to me and my family. I'm just asking, please, for some help. This shouldn't go unnoticed. He was a human being. And he didn't deserve all this, so I'm just asking y'all to please help me and my family.
Councilman Gilbert?
Yeah, this is for the lady that came up here a few minutes ago in the hat that works for the city. Can you come up here a minute?
Yes, sir.
I know you're a little nervous, but don't be nervous. We ain't anybody else. You're saying that the people that's training your division, some of them have not been on the job for a year or a year and a half?
Yes, sir.
That's training a new person to do the job?
No, sir, that's training in equipment operator 4, a knuckle boom driver.
So you're saying that the trainer has been on the job trainer, how long have been on the job?
A little over a year driving the garbage truck.
Driving a garbage truck.
Yes, sir.
And he's training the other person to do the same job.
You know, equipment operator 4 drives the knuckle boom. Equipment operator 5 drives the garbage truck. They're training the equipment operator 4 to drive equipment operator 5 to drive a garbage truck because they're moving. The change is
Okay.
coming about.
So in other words, you're still saying that knuckle boom, which is a 4,
Yes.
is being trained by someone that's a 5 that's been on the job but a year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't think that's, well, we need to look into that because that don't make sense. Especially when you're dealing with heavy equipment and you gotta deal with the street, you gotta deal with people coming into the street, you gotta deal with a lot of things, obstacles in your way. And to make sure we have the right qualified person to train. A person in a year's time is not gonna be a qualified person to train somebody.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully that we can get somebody that is really, that knows the job, that can do it, a better training, if it's 10 years, whatever, certified way it may be, so that y'all can feel safe on that particular training. That's what you're looking for, have somebody train you that you can feel safe.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I think my administration's out there, I know Public Works is out there, so they heard what you said. So hopefully they'll make that change. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Coonrod?
Oh, not him. Thank you. I just off this, but I most definitely wanted to welcome my brother in the audience, Reginald Clack. He's another young guy that moved back to Chattanooga, graduated from Alabama A&M and wanted to get involved in his community. He's doing an exceptional job at doing that. So I just wanted you to know, personal Reginald, that I see you out there and keep doing what you're doing, and I value the work that you're doing with me in District 9, so keep doing the great work.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Is there anybody else that would like to address the council? We are adjourned.
Yeah, that was the county guy. Yes.